Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for Wacky Wednesday here on the channel. Today we're going to be playing as the Lost, because, I mean, it's kind of wacky, and also more than a few people have been asking to see a new Lost run, so I figured why not? I don't know how long it's been. It's probably been a few months at least, so thank you all very much for all the support this week. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your midweek, and here's your fantastic artwork of the day submitted here by Top Ramon on the Invicta subreddit. Throwers absolutely love the finger synergy in that greed run. And then in the thread, they also said, there was a lot of words here, but they also said, I've always been a huge fan of the finger item whenever I get one during a run. I know Sin is never a huge fan of it, but seeing him just point the finger and watching health bars be decimated was amazing. And apparently this is also a 5-finger death punch album cover, so I do like it. I do like the inclusions of Little Sissy and Little Hushy down there. Thank you very much, Top Ramon. Let's hop on in and get rocking and rolling. Shout out to the Mexican Mosh Pit. Today is going to be X-Ray Yankee Tango Alpha 9 Foxtrot Mike Sierra. Yeah, what the heck? We got a planetarium on floor 1? Okay. But yeah, more than a few people have been asking to see a Lost run, and I still haven't really found any mods that I'm currently interested in. Some people were asking me if I would be interested in doing like the custom characters mod and stuff like that. Not really. I think that there are some good custom character. Yeah, we can do Venus because the charm is kind of nice. Plus, it's weird seeing the Lost with hair. Yeah, most of the custom characters that I've played are just, they kind of like are all the same, and not in the sense that like they all look the same or they play the same. It's just kind of like there's slight little tweaks on other Isaac personas. You know, they might have a bit different starting item, and that's about it sometimes. You know, there are a couple of characters that do have some pretty unique features, like Bertram, I think, was one from Fiendfolio. That one was interesting. I believe anyway that Jacob and Esau, of course, they were part of Anti-Birth, and then lo and behold, they made it canonical. So but yeah, I haven't seen any ones that have been too crazy yet. I like the sort of full reskin ones, you know, like we saw with the Pokemon mod. Obviously, Fiendfolio was amazing, for the most part anyway. There's some stuff I don't like in Fiendfolio, but yeah, I haven't found one recently anyway that's kind of tickled my fancy in a bit. So the secret room here, and then we'll go down and get to the super secret room I mean, I don't believe that Samson's lock does anything. Oh no, it does actually. Take it back. For some reason I thought it functioned like a Bloody Lust. So if we can charm one of the turdlings here, that would be ideal. Just have them run into each other. See there, we're charming the dips. I don't think they can see us though, unfortunately. Now we actually do need to be very careful with the turdlings. Thank goodness that we have some pots here. Obviously, with the Lost is going to be one of those gimmick characters. Maybe the most ultimate gimmick character out there, I would say, from the base Isaac characters. We do not need marble here. I will take another Tears upgrade though. I'll explain what I mean in a second. So my definition of a gimmick character in Isaac is one that has basically a mechanic, and it's one that is not in your favor. Gimmick characters being the Lost, of course, Tainted Lost, Jacob and Esau, Tainted Jacob, of course, and yeah, we definitely have movement speed. And that sort of stuff. And the reason why I'm usually not a fan of them, I am a fan of the Lost. I do actually like the Lost, even though he is by my definition a gimmick character. But the reason why most of the time I don't like them is just because if you do, there's basically no forgiveness, especially with stuff like the Tainted Lost. Tainted Lost is by far, I think, one of the more gimmicky ones. That Tainted Lost and Tainted Jacob, and Tainted Jacob, of course, being my ultimate least favorite character in the entire game. But with the Lost, out of all the gimmick characters, I would say out of all of them, the one that is the most, quote, fair is definitely the regular Lost. you have an excuse. You basically you have an excuse to take one hit of damage. There's no excuse for taking a second hit of damage there, right? Even under the way that Repentance does damage and double taps, all that kind of stuff, Holy Mantle will get you out of that, thankfully. But at the same time, you can't make the same mistake twice. So, you know, there is something to be said that the Lost is one of the best training characters that you can definitely use. We do not need Anemic as well. Dry Baby. I'll take Dry Baby. I think that the Lost is an excellent character for teaching you how to not only dodge, but to value positioning. And you really have to hunker down and take advantage of whatever advantage you might actually have, like whether it be range, shot speed, mobility, Spectral Tears, of course, which is what the Lost starts with. And it teaches you how to work with the worst situation that you can possibly be in, which is, of course, being 2 hits from death. In this situation, of course, the worst one being, like, you know, something flies across the screen and you just die immediately. But at least with the Lost, there's a certain level of forgiveness and fairness that I like about him. And on top of that, it makes you make tough decisions as well for Devil Deals, because you can only take one, unless you have Diplopia or something else. Look at that, Venus doing a bang-up job for us here. Super Secret Room, Super Secret Bad. But as with any Lost run, of course, you just got to be careful. You can't overplay your hand. You also can't get too aggressive. You're always going to be 1 hit from death. That is how you should treat it. That's how you should always know that it's disaster waiting around the corner in every single room. So depending on how good you are at the game and how well you manage yourself, manage to cut down on damage and bad hits and that sort of thing, will determine whether or not you're going to be good at the Lost or not. This gives us damage, something we definitely need, and a Yave. So Sack Dagger, Betrayal, neither one of these really interest me. Multi-dimensional Baby, I don't really want, but I'll take only because I don't want to get stuck with Angel Deals here. So mapping is extremely important on the Lost and on any character. Drop Baby. Making sure we know exactly where we have to go and where we need to not go is crucial. Because every room that we go into that is not necessary is a risk. Every room we go into is a risk already, but it's even more so with the Lost. So you got to play it smart. You got to play it cool. Don't let yourself panic, and just play safe. Safe. That is the ultimate way to think when you're playing as the Lost, so you don't take bad damage, and so you don't accidentally screw yourself and just in like a win streak, or you have to start over on a challenge run or something like that. But I do think that the Lost is an excellent training character, and I would encourage new players to play the Lost quite often. I'm not saying you got to go streak on them or anything like that, but if you want to learn, if you want to get better at the game, play the Lost. Right, the Lost is a staple for learning how to do like Eden streaks and stuff like that. It is a very good training tool for the basic fundamentals. I'm gonna go back through Secret Room here into the item room, and we're going to just ignore that. Yeah, figured we're going to the boss over here. We might as well go we might as well fight the boss now since we're here. We can double back and go look for the item room. Don't be Chub. Not the fastest Chub in the West, thankfully. There've been quite a bit of memes coming off of that one. Oh, he's the most inaccurate Chub in the West here. I don't know how you managed to do that, Chub, but there you go. You can still hit yourself with a bomb, even though Chub swallows the bomb, so just be aware of that. 2 or 3 for Seraphim. We get another Devil Deal here, and Death's Touch is an absolute take right there. It does destroy our Tears rate a little bit, but we get piercing shots and now spectral tears combined with piercing shots. So yeah, and our shot speed's looking solid. Our range is a little bit low, but definitely within tolerance for us, especially if we end up shooting through multi-dimensional baby. So life is good right now. But you can never, and I mean never, feel comfortable on the Lost. Don't ever get complacent as this character. You will, that is when you die. There have been times where, you know, you think you're all powerful and all knowing, and then you get clipped by like an eternal fly or just a random shot. Next thing you know, you're one hit from death, and then bam, it happens. So I'm gonna go re-roll the shop since we're here. I'm hoping that it re-rolls into Black Candle. Even better, I hope it re-rolls into something like, say, the Crystal Ball, or not Crystal Ball, the Treasure Map or Compass would be amazing. And we get the Treasure Map, yeah. Take it. Absolutely. So I'm going to stick with Perfection here because Perfection, we literally cannot lose it. If we lose Perfection, then the run is done and we're all very sad. Or some people are very happy out there, depending on who you talk to. Recap is not what we want. Doctor's Remote. There's Tooth, and there it goes. All right. Now, there are a few drawbacks, of course, playing as the Lost, other than the extreme amount of danger you're always in. One of the biggest ones is that you cannot play sack rooms. You can't play sack rooms. You can't play blood bags. You can't do temperance machines or anything like that. So, there are some marked disadvantages that you have as playing as the Lost, but the strength is there, and that Holy Mantle will always save you at least once, and you can take free devil deals. And honestly, another thing you really can't count out is the effectiveness of having Spectral Tears right off the bat. Spectral Tears are extremely helpful when you're talking about a character that has to stay safe. Use the environment to your advantage. That is what we're talking about when we talk about just playing smart. I am going to go back in the curse room and re-roll Vengeful Spirit. Hungry Soul, whichever one it is. One of those two. Yeah, Black Candle. Getting everything. Yeah, everything's coming up Millhouse so far. Okay, so this Fool card we can use to get out of the boss trap room. It's going to be very important. Deck of cards is not something that we need. We'll take Mr. Dolly. Now, if we can manage to beat this and keep the Fool card, that would be even better. Because the Fool card represents not only a skip out of a challenge room, but it also represents safety. And the reason being is because if we lose the Holy Mantle, we can actually teleport out of a room and then just go right back into the boss room to, whoa, don't ever do that again. We can actually just teleport out of a room to reset Holy Mantle to give us another shot so we don't die. A little bit of a grace period there with Black Mega Moth spawning right on top of us. We get Contagion, which is excellent. Really moving along here. Would have been a little bit bad if our damage was higher because that bomb would have clipped us. I don't think we would have died, but we would have definitely lost Holy Mantle. Strength card is not going to do anything for us. Our bombs. Again, it's just all about mobility here. I would love... Ooh. Yes, I will take Broken Ankh. Just in case of the unthinkable happens here. Yeah, give me Red Stew. Red Stew hasn't been something I've been taking lately, and honestly, it's because I've kind of fallen out of love with it. The temporary damage upgrade is nice, but if you're slow, or if you have to make a crucial decision or something like that, it almost does nothing for you, except like give you like one room One floor clear, that's about it. HP. That's another thing. HP on the Lost. Okay, so we need to really book it here so we get the full amount of value. But at the same time, this is not a character that you can just quote book it all that well. You got to play smart. And the only urgency here is the fact that we want to try to preserve the red stew buff as much as we can because it's going to keep us safe. I don't know why I dropped a bomb there. The faster we kill things, the less amount of time they have in order to hit us. Moon card's just as good as the Fool card. Let's go fight the boss now. Isle is not a give me here, so I'm glad we have a second teleport card. Multi-dimensional baby is going to be huge here for us. And I'm using the skulls here. Okay. Got another devil deal. We're getting real lucky here. Abba Dabba Ding Dong is absolutely going to happen. Pageant Boy will take the shot speed upgrade here. See, but now this is the thing here. We don't have the means to really get a lot of value because we're going backwards right now. We're losing damage as we go here, thanks to how Red Stew works. So we've got to keep killing, we've got to keep on clearing, and basically we just got to hope. This is going to help out a lot. We got to hope that we can maintain this through at least the mom fight. The quarter. Okay, well, number one, sure. Maxes out our tears rate. It does kill our range by a lot, but we still should be okay. So we maintain a little bit of our damage buff there, which is good. It gives us a little bit of damage, not a lot. Then we're going to go grab the Fool card, and we'll head on to Down. I don't care about the Judgment card. Abba Dabba Ding Dong, of course, giving us a movement speed upgrade and Fear Shot, which is a little bit scary on the Lost, but we'll have to just deal with it. Secret room should be here. Not, wow. Surprising. I guess another quote downside, if you really want to call it a downside, is that whenever I play as the Lost, commentary gets super game heavy focused. So I apologize in advance for anyone wanting to talk about carnivore snacks or anything like that. Extra shot there. If we can get Mom down while having the Red Stew buff still up, that would be a win for us. Really take advantage here of having a multi-dimensional baby. There we go. Down she goes. No problem at all. Sack altar. I really don't want to. Fortunate. Yeah. Then we just get nothing here. I guess Little Gish. We're not taking suplex. That is a suicide on a stick right there. Wow, Contagion just said hoof to this room. And this room too. Man, oh man, Contagion just going ham. Got a boss trap room over here. Might as well take a look. And yep. Don't need to go in the bedroom. There's nothing in there that we care about. Unless there was a black market or something like that. But right now it's more important. Cracked orb is literally useless. Right now it's more important for us to maintain the Red Stew buff as long as we can. That was a big old waste of time. Now another problem is that we don't really have a lot of time to spend on trying to get rerolls because again we're trying to preserve this value here. Bombas, and we got some more moolah. I will go back and I will attempt to reroll once. We could just go out of the bedroom here, but yes, that is fantastic for us. You want to go in the curse room as well. This is probably going to be the end of our red stew buff here on this floor. And like I said, if we can get a mom kill out of it, it's done its job. I'm satisfied with that. If only we had a full charge, we could go back in there. Get back in there and get a reroll. Yave, it's good. Yeah, we got our reroll back. We definitely want the fool card. It is way, way, way more valuable than a strength card. The compass, look at that. Okay. Dreamcatcher doesn't do anything for us. We have the map compass effect, and that's phenomenal. We don't need to go fight a mini boss right now. Yeah, we didn't go in the secret room. Oh well. All right, map compass is a go. We have no more access to the buff from Red Stew, so we can slow our roll a little bit. I wouldn't mind going to the curse room here as long as we don't get a bad room. This is kind of a bad room for us. Only because our range is so poor. We can't. We have no guppy items. I'm not really interested in putting ourselves in too much danger here. Movement speed is on point. We don't want to get too aggressive now. Let's make sure that we're staying. This is me talking to myself here. Make sure that we're staying within reason of being safe. This room is awful, by the way. Again, trying to use multi-dimensional baby here the best we can. We cannot rely on dry baby at all. And one thing that's nice about the Lost 2 is if we get into trouble, we can always bomb our way out of a room and try to reset the Holy Mantle that way. That should be the first priority, and preserving the Fool card is one of the tops. So I'm a little bit surprised to see. Super secret room, yeah. It was Mr. Fred, I hope. This is real bad. Double cage. I don't know if they can jump over here. You never know what the game's capable of. Don't think the fissures can make it over here, so yeah, we lucked out here with this stage, I can tell you that. Damage is an absolute must here. We need more of it. Lusty Blood is fantastic. Probably the most dangerous fight that we're going to see up to this point, but it's always Mom's Heart and Isaac. Again, can't get complacent. We could go look in the curse room, I suppose. I think we have enough damage, especially with Lusty Blood now. That's going to be able to really drive our damage engine here. Absolutely nothing for us. So if we get a relatively quick full charge here, I will go back in the curse room. I don't like going back and kind of exploring right now, especially as a loss without any extra lives. But if it had paid off, it would have been nice, but it didn't. This room is dangerous, especially with all the fear and the charms everywhere. I like to not be in here. I'm gonna. Great shot there by Lead Pencil. My God. My God. Charge key. If we need to get another full charge, it'd be nice to have it. We don't need the key. Sarah Lee. This full card is going to be our ace in the hole here. You gotta be careful of the eye spawns up there. I'm not gonna go up there like I usually do. Good volley there. Great slowing by a little Gish. Got another Devil Deal, man. We are getting really lucky. We get Brimstone. Ooh, man. Brimstone or... I don't think Brimstone helps us. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Pact is better. I think the Pact, because Brimstone kind of nerfs our Lead Pencil. Yeah, I'm gonna go. If this were earlier in the run, I would go for Brimstone. But yeah, that's an easy choice. I'm gonna pick up this key here. You know me. I'm a Brimstone stan, but I think we have a legitimately better amount of DPS. Don't get me wrong, it hurt. It really hurt. I'm not happy about it, but I think because of the fact that we have full tier, we have max tiers and Lead Pencil, I think that we just do more damage like this. It would definitely be just a totally different scenario if this was earlier, and if this was an early game. There you go. There's a death button. Sometimes there's death buttons behind those pillars, so just look out for them. So this is the biggest danger we're going to be in so far in this run. Okay, we have a full card. Let's play it slow, play it safe. Phase we need to worry about is going to be phase 2. We need to get out of that as fast as possible. This phase right here.
The fool.
Honestly, don't even know what hit us there. So we are out of our safety net now. This is sort of the downside of us having so many tiers. Very easy to get lost in the sauce. We got out of phase 2. Weird death, but okay. We could look for a tarot card or tinted skull somewhere. But I'm not going to. Our safety net is gone. We got to be careful. Blood puppy for the second time. An absolute terrible, terrible chest. I don't think... I mean, Polyphemus kills our tears rate. Our tears rate is built off of Lead Pencil. secret room's here. It is. We can skip a room. Really, really, really wanted to get a tarot card, though. It may be a crazy, crazy take to not take Brimstone and Polyphemus. Now, obviously, I wish I would have taken Brimstone. Swarm is... okay, Swarm gives us some defense. Brimstone also would have cut down on the visual doo-doo. I don't know if Polyphemus is a good take here. I really don't. If Polyphemus, if we get hit by, if our swarm flies get hit by a projectile from Blue Baby, it's going to do stupid amounts of damage. I'm gonna take Polyphemus. Yeah, neither one of these helps. I mean, Mini Mush helps us out. We'll take the wafer just in case we turn to Blue Baby. Okay, no safety net. We've got lots of damage. How bad's our tears rate? It's pretty bad. But we have 26 damage, though, so... here we go. Bad time to slow a little Gish. Big damage there from Lead Pencil. Dry Baby helping us out. There we go. Down goes Blue Baby. I think we took a total of 1 hit through the entire run. And that was against Isaac. So, whew. Always tense, but it's exhilarating as well. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you would have taken Polyphemus or not. If you would have taken Brimstone in this specific situation. I think that if we had Brimstone, it would have been a lot easier if we had known, if we had the foresight to get Polyphemus. Now, obviously, we had no idea to know that. But, yeah, Brimstone may have been the right choice, but... like I said, it's up for debate. Thank you again, everyone, for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Welcome all new subscribers here in the Mosh Pit. Thank you for supporting both series of Isaac as well as TCG Shop Simulator. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Mark J. Cameron, Newborn God, and Mr. Melon Man. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.